Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in to the South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update for week number 12. My name is Glanzer and I am your host. And that's my co-host, Keyboard Kitty. He's our favorite around here, along with the Epic Sax. Welcome in, everybody. We got Hillbilly Hot Dogs, Savage, Meat Curtains, Bilbo, Stabbins, Blue Psy, Arkansas Guy. Holy shit, it's rhyming. Symptomatic Sea Urchin, Jerome, SPPD, Searchin, Matt Echt, Matt Hecht, Reaper, Heck. I don't know. I'm running out of rhymes. Umber, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. Umber, thank you for the follow. Also, Mark in Full Effect, thank you for the follow. Did that get an alert? Oh, you know what? You're not going to get alerts because my South Park alerts are fucking busted. That's all right. We'll put some generic alerts out here so that in case... No, maybe they did get the alert. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. My shit's been broken lately. I need to try to fix it. But I haven't had the time to because I've been so busy making other content and doing other stuff for you. Appreciate you guys all stopping by. We're going to get started with the update, but just a little bit of an intro. We got Bubby right there. We don't have his camera up right now though, but he's just sitting there staring at us. So he might jump on our lap here in a little bit. Appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with us. We're gonna get started with the Team Wars games from last week. This first one that we're gonna start with, actually, if you're diehard fans of the stream, you have already seen this on Facebook. But we're gonna go ahead and start with this one. This is a very exciting one. Let me get the game pulled up though. Meow Bark, welcome back. Happy Dude Bilbo. Good to see you guys. How are you? All right, there it is. Let's go. We got V-Nugs from Szechuan Sauce versus Flustered Cuck, Moody Buckethead. So if you guys didn't know, I'm going to explain to you guys how I do my Team Wars. I do them Sunday night, typically starts 11 p.m. Central. Could be, what's up, meat subs, Meat Curtains. Thanks for the sub, buddy. Usually starts about 11 p.m., kind of just basically when you played the same guy 3 times in a row. That happened to me one time where I got the same guy 3 times in a row, and it wasn't even like super late or anything like that. It was just weird, I guess. But welcome in, Tall Drink of Ginge. But yeah, so I start with the Adventure Lock, then I do Moody, and that kind of gives me a little bit of a feel, because if Moody wins or lose, it doesn't really matter that much. She's on Black Lotus, no big deal. Obviously, if the Adventure Lock wins or lose, doesn't matter. So it just kind of gives me a feel for the games, the matches. At that point, I had already watched a few games. I usually watch Warp's games, and you know, somebody will post theirs in my Discord, in this like plug my stream or whatever, and I'll watch some of those. Just give me a feel for like what people are doing, how people are playing, what decks other teams might have picked. And then if I do well on Moody, then I typically feel fine to go in on the other accounts. If I get my ass kicked on Moody and it's not like just because the levels are shit, I'll, you know, try to get some practice in and keep going on the other accounts. I'll try and stream snipe early. Yeah, if you want to try to get me, I mean, you'll see.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I fucking hate you, Jerome. Every time I start talking about something, he says that. What's up, LH Poop? All right, anyway, but as you'll see here, maybe playing early isn't the best idea. So we got V-Nugs from Szechuan Sauce, 8,500 versus 7,600. Yikes. Right away, you're going to think the levels are going to be a little lopsided, but Moody does have a fairly level deck this week. I would say the two... Terry, I agree. We got to put it in reverse here. The two
That's what she said.
important... Why would she say put it in reverse? Checks out. So the two levels that are kind of wanting for Moody right now are I don't have any level 7 bonuses, so, no level 6 or 7 commons or rares, or level 7 commons or rares, which, gives you an edge for sure, especially if you're going up against level 7s. We do have the level 4 legends, which is totally adequate. Whether you have level 4s or 5s, I don't think it really matters that much. And I have level 4 Aerostorm and level 4 Big Mesquite Murph, which is 2, I would say, fairly impactful lower levels. Murph being probably the bigger impact. Aerostorm, if that Aerostorm level 4 doesn't kill like an Inuit, it's a worthless card, right? So it kind of depends. So we lead with the Sheriff. He's got the level 6 Castle Defender, which is pretty rough. Also note that Moody has level 5 Lightning Bolt, so that's kind of rough too. We use the Sheriff just to hit the tower to make him die a little bit quicker, because when he's a tank, he doesn't do as much damage. And so we give Cartman a lot of health because of that reason. He doesn't have a lot of damage right now. He's got Sheriff, he's got the tank. It's not a lot of damage. So we Lightning Bolt with our Psalm. All right, let's roll it back, baby. Our Psalm comes out a tiny little bit before his. You can see we have maybe 3 degrees of extra right here. Is going to be very, very, very slight. But with the animation also, it's going to be, increase the time between it. So we're going to Lightning Bolt. We should have Psalmed right away, but I had a fraction of a second of hesitation here where I'm thinking, like, will this kill him? Because it's a level 5 Lightning Bolt, right? So I'm thinking, will the level 4 Psalm blast at half damage and a level 5 Lightning Bolt kill a level 4 Psalm? And I was like, if it's base level 4, yes, absolutely it will. If it's max level 4, I'm not 1,000% sure. So I just took a shot and ended up being probably if you look at the amount of damage that the Lightning Bolt took off here, and you see how much was left on the Psalm. He's still probably, that was so close. And if Psalm would have survived that, his blast would have gone off. My Sheriff would already be dead. Robin would probably be dead. No, or close to dead, I think. I don't think he kills level 6. But yeah, that was definitely good. So now we got the Murph level 4, who still has quite a bit of health at his level, and there's not a whole lot of units this week that necessarily do a lot of damage quickly. It's more about like the boosts that can like give you sustained damage over time, but Murph doesn't get boosted, right? That played really well for us. He played Terrence and Phillip into Shelly. I don't know why you would play Terrence and Phillip into Shelly. He plays the Robin and gets the cock. Let's roll this back because he just made multiple mistakes here. Like, this definitely was his game to win, and he fucking lost it. So he plays the Terrence and Phillip into a charged Shelly. What? He hasn't been watching the fucking stream. Clearly not a good play. I will say, though, that my Mackie play right after this, like, kind of bad because Shelly is attacking the cock, and so it just kind of like, they're not attacking the Terrence and Phillip. But we do knock them back far enough where they don't get as much damage. But you see Robin was attacking that cock, so he doesn't get a hit on Phillip. But the Shelly does end up surviving, and the cock gets saved. Oh, man, I guess he would have hoped that the cock would have died sooner, and then he would have hit Randy with it, I guess. But Shelly gets the new kid hit. Nicely done here. Hindsight here, I probably should have played Buccaneer Bebe behind New Kid, gotten double stacked off those cocks, and then seen what happened after that. I could have Inuited at basically the same time. Maybe saved it. Because that actually would have been doing damage to the Randy. So it would have been definitely better, but, we already have the bar lead, so we don't feel too bad about losing this bar. All right, now we know there's no frontier or anything like that, so we don't have to worry about that. We played something that wouldn't get hurt by the Psalm very much in the Sheriff, so that worked out well for us. Now we're going to have the stand. We're thinking in our head, in order to beat his Psalm, we have to get our Psalm first. So I'm just thinking, like, whenever he plays, I have to play my Psalm so that I can take his Psalm out. And actually, because of what we did earlier, I think it does actually prevent him from playing his Psalm altogether. What's up, Hank? Hank! So here I should have played Sharpshooter. Sharpshooter could have taken 1 or 2 hits from the Paladin, not died. The 7 versus 6 right there. I mean, that's level 7 Paladin versus level 6 Paladin. Right there, that one single interaction almost won him the game. Like that's how crazy just one single level can be in Team Wars. If you go, because it's like v like, right? So if you go level 7 Paladin versus level 6, he survives, I die, unless New Kid's hitting, which New Kid was not hitting. All right, the Robin hitting a already damaged Psalm, which is ideal. Hitting Psalm with the Robin right away, it's all right because he'll have a lot of health, but you really want to get that extra heal. He heals like 400, so you can get a extra 400 damage out of him. All right, now we play the Aerostorm. Aerostorm gets the Inuit as well as the Terrence and Phillip. Oh, that was just really well done here. So fun fact, I'm not sure. So the Aerostorm perfectly played. He played the Inuit poorly. The Aerostorm would have just hit the Terrence and Phillip. It would have killed the Randy too, so it still would have been worth it. But then the Labard comes in, cleans up the Terrence and Phillip, although we probably didn't have to do that. But now I play the Murph. I play the Murph before the tower gets there. I think Murph does target the tower. I think the tower is considered a kid, and Murph will target him because I think Mackie boosts the tower as well. So I just played the Murph before it. So Murph goes to New Kid, actually protects the Paladin from his Paladin, because he played his Paladin on the bottom side for some reason instead of the top side. So my Paladin's on the top side banging around, and his Paladin dies immediately to the Psalm Blast because I sat on that Psalm Blast. Like, look how long I sat on this Psalm Blast. Or no, not that one. Am I thinking of a different one? Oh, this one. Yeah, this one. I sat on this one for quite a while, just waiting for it to be a good moment. And the good moment was when he played the Randy, or not the Randy, the DMC. And also, it's kind of sketch when the Murph is hitting you, because when you're being stunned as Psalm, your ability sometimes will glitch and you won't do it. So I was honestly waiting also for Murph to just die so I didn't get a weird glitch. So Murph goes right for it, protects the Paladin. He fucks this up. Psalm comes out immediately. The Paladin actually, this Paladin shield is actually kind of nifty here. Watch this. The Paladin dies right at the same moment where the tower was dead and hadn't spawned in the castle defender yet, and so the shield actually went on to New Kid. So like, imagine a situation where my push has less health, his guy just spawned, I didn't have Paladin in the backside, and whoever I was just hitting him with couldn't finish it, and I ended up sitting here. I mean, I could have lightning bolted him obviously, but just a fun game. He had the level 7s on me. He had the level 6 tower. And Moody Bucketheads, our fourth alt account, probably maybe consider it 5th, because the Adventure Lock account is probably technically better than it. Well, I guess Moody is probably technically better overall. I don't know. That's hard to actually think of. But we're going to play a couple other matches from a couple other accounts. I tried to get at least one of each. I don't think we have one of... No, we do have one of each, so this is perfect. Nice win against Nugs. Yeah, it was a good one. I was worried because that was my first match. That was my first match in gold. So I was like, oh, fuck. It's shitty. I was like, I'm going to lose. I pretty much the moment I saw his name and I saw the 8,500, I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to lose. Moody's going to get his ass kicked. But I played well and he played like shit. So what can you say? Like, literally, he played so fucking poorly in so many situations. Like, why would you, in a week where there's Labard and Aerostorm, why would you play Terrence and Phillip and then play Inuit immediately? Like, what the fuck is he doing? I could tell that this week, people just did not understand what they had to do to win the games. Like, they just did not get it. They think, oh, we're going to DSR push, we're going to win. Like, we're going to bar Brady, and it's going to get to, like, it just, people did not understand their decks and how to win with their decks. Because I had so many games where it was just, I think I had 4 games that I finished in a minute. It was just, people did not get it. And the Robin Tweak plays that I saw were just ridiculous. Like, what is this? The fuck is this? The fuck is that? The fuck is that? What's that going to do? What does that do? You think it gives them more heal? It doesn't. You think it makes his heal harder to fucking stop? It doesn't. And it still happens at the same amount. It doesn't happen at half health. It happens at whatever the half health would have been. So, like, good job, Robin Tweak. Fucking congratulations, bro. Like, it's just, like, what are you thinking? And the Labard there? I mean, like, what did Labard do? Kill my Shelly, I guess? I guess he killed Shelly. Good for him. Well, I guess the Cox would have killed her probably either way. It's just like, I know he's only 7,500 and I should, like... But it's like, no, 7,500 is legend. It's basically the second tier of the game. You should be good at the game. And this is absolutely not levels winning me these matches either. Like, these are just these people not getting it. Like, what's that? The fuck is that? What's that Inuit gonna do? You know I got Aerostorm as an option. I could have just played my Paladin. What the fuck are you doing? What is Barbrady gonna do behind New Kid? You lead Barbrady mid or else you don't play him at all. Or you play him on defense and then push him mid. The whole point is to get Barbrady close to New Kid. You don't play him behind your fucking New Kid. Also, Murph was a way better choice than Barbrady this week. Way better. Barbrady, like, at this point is just easy to counter. I screwed up here. I thought Barbrady would chase me. I thought Barbrady would chase Murph all the way across the map. I really fucked that up. Also, I thought I could kill the Barbrady. It's too bad. I really fucked this one. But we still kicked some ass. I mean, what is that DSR? On a Psalm that already had his ability? Like, what the fuck? I probably could have won all 3 bars there, but I fucked up a few times too. It's look at once you see a guy play like a fucking idiot, you kind of lose respect for him. You start fucking around too. Should I grind for the Professor Chaos event? I'm new, so I don't know what cards to get and what not to get. I mean, honestly, you're gonna want all the cards always. If you're strapped for time and like you want to decide when to play events and when not to play events, just kind of go based on what cards you want. For you, someone who's new, I would say play as much as you can, man. Play as much as you can, get as many cards as you can. Play every 4 hours to get your PvP pack. Finish all your events. Get in a team. Get your requests every 8 hours or 7 hours, whatever they change it to. Good to have you here. Definitely a good place to be if you're a new player. All right, Paladin. So I fucked that up. Can I step Paladin? How did I fuck that up? That should have stepped him. That should have stepped him. Can you not step Paladin? Oh, you know what? Maybe it didn't. Why did that lag so much from when I let go and when it put it? I think I had some lag, and so I... Because watch this. I let go... Like, when I move... You see the mouse? You guys might not be able to see it. The mouse is the little orange guy here. That's my cursor. You see, when the cursor moves away from that spot, that's when I laid it, right? So I laid it right there. My mouse is gone. That means my mouse moved away, which means I unclicked, right? Because Butters didn't move with my mouse. That seemed like it was very much in time. Huh. Huh. Maybe New Kid can't... no, it wouldn't... That's weird. Should be able to step that. Anyway... Definitely not Glanzer coming in. Sam comes out. Just a decent card in general. It's kind of hard to kill him. Oh, see right here, I should have used the Robin. I fucked up. I should have used the Robin right away. I was like, oh, damn it. If I would have used the Robin and saved that Sam, that would have been legendary. I love Professor Chaos. His Warcry freezes. Yeah, Chaos is a very good card, though. If you're wondering about whether Chaos is a good card to get or not, Chaos is probably top 5 assassins for sure, possibly top 3. I would say Inuit Hanky are still probably the top right now, just because of their legendary status, better stats in general. And then you're gonna probably see, you know, Chaos, Scout, Monkey. Those are kind of all, you know, Hermes, Chaos, or Hermes and Choir Boy. Those are all gonna kind of be about the same tier. Then you're gonna run into like Paladin, Princess, maybe Astro could get some use. Then you're gonna be the bottom tier, which can be like Smuggler, Sally, not very good. Oh, we took 2 bars, guys. We came back. All right, I love this. Coop is just not a good look to this week. I mean, honestly, there isn't a good time to play Buccaneer Bebe this week unless your team or unless the enemy played Coop, or if they played Randy in a way where you could get 2 stacks off those cocks. Like, just to get the Bebe stacked, like potentially force you, like this plus 81. That's like that's game over pretty much at that point. Like, to force you to DSR to stop the Buccaneer Bebe, or to lightning bolt the Buccaneer Bebe, maybe. I don't even care who that Robin tweak hits even. Oh shit! Who did he hit though? Was he gonna hit Sam and then Sam died to the Inuit? Oh no! That was shitty. Oh, that was just unfortunate. I was just going for the kill though. Go, 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 go! We tried to sneak it. We tried to be sneaky. Look at that though. That was a beautiful Inuit, getting the Paladin shield and killing. Oh, we were so close. Poor guy. Well, we almost fucked that one up. How did your Shelly retarget? I don't know what you're talking about, but probably wasn't targeting. What are you talking about? What situation? We might go back and look at that. I'll explain it. But if you're talking about chaos mode, chaos mode can be very difficult as a new player. So I would not recommend playing chaos mode and spending too much time on it. I would click the join button every time, because you get like 1 comment or something like that. And if you want to try to play your free runs, go on YouTube, see what decks, there'll always going to be somebody. I thought maybe Shelly would hit the Barb Brady there. There'll always be somebody who's got challenge mode decks, or I guess it's chaos mode decks, that you can see if you can make them. But honestly, if you don't have all the cards, you can't really build the biggest, you can't really build the best deck. Wow, he wasted Robin too. You can't really build the best deck, so it's, best to just stay away. I would definitely try to get all your material events done though. Those are usually on like Wednesday, Thursday. Coins and mats are going to be something that are going to be kind of the bottleneck for you. At first is going to be coins and mats, and then eventually the bottleneck will be cards. You'll be sitting on 1,000,000 coins and thousands of mats, but you need, thousands of cards before you can use them. So, all right. She's facing new kid attacking, then switch to other person's right before second bar. Oh, if the bar, was it after a new kid blast? If after the new kid blast, everybody retargets. Even if they're still in range, everybody will retarget. If there's somebody closer. So this is an example of what I was talking about. How did fucking Sam kill the Inuit there? This is what I was talking about, like a good time to play Buccaneer Bebe, when he plays Randy like this. If they lead Randy like that, you're gonna get at least 1. I almost got 2, but the sheriff hit too fast. How did Sam get? I used his ability. I guess his attack animation still went through. I was trying to use his ability there to prevent him from getting that hit, and then hope that Buccaneer Bebe would kill him, so then my Sam would survive. But, oh well. You should use it a way to get caps. Yeah, exactly. If you're caring about Elo, that's a good way to get your caps at the higher Elo. You get to 8,500 on Wednesday, or on Tuesday. You keep 1 pack for Wednesday. Then you open that pack, and then on Wednesday you play another pack, or you can play it on Thursday. What I would usually do is on Thursday you play for a pack, open it, get your caps, then play for another pack on Thursday during challenge mode to open on Friday. And just don't open it and open on Friday. Yeah, 2 stacks on Bebe is trouble for sure. I've always thought that once you get, even if you just get that, you know, that 1 plus 24 or whatever it is at, you know, the higher level. I think it used, is it 24? I can't remember. But yeah, honestly, just 1 or 2. It really, all it takes for her to start getting, there's certain things that she'll just start killing, you know? She'll start 2-shotting certain things when she normally would have 3-shot them, and it just becomes really important. And then especially when you start like 1-shotting like Cox or something like that, that's just really big. What up, Draft Princess? Long time. Is this game on Steam PC? It is on mobile only, but I play it on PC primarily through the BlueStacks emulator, which is free to play with. It's just basically an Android phone on your computer. But you can also play it, you know, on iPad, iTunes, whatever. iPod. I don't think you play it on iPod. Oh, look at that. Look at that lightning bolt. That was probably a bad lightning bolt. But no, there isn't 2v2 right now. Yeah, the call girl missions are something good to try to slowly build towards. Man, that was crazy. That was fucking crazy. That was crazy that New Kid didn't kill. Like, I honestly waited. So I was gonna use the blast right here to kill the Randy, but I was like, you know what? I think I have enough health to just take the bar, and I don't think he's got energy to deal. And so I hit him once, and I was like, you know what? That's good enough. Now I can lightning bolt him to win. I'll just use the Psalm and then die, and then, you know, take the bar. But fucking Psalm survived all the way through. Like, that's crazy. And then he like almost one-shots the next bar. Like, that's insane. Ugh. Team Wars needs to be level 18 New Kid. What's up, Caleb? Welcome back. Would you rather have stacked Blood Elf or Bucking your Bebe? In Team Wars? Ooh, Team Wars, I might say Bucking your Bebe because she survives New Kid. In ladder, you wouldn't want Bucking your Bebe. God, if I would have used my fucking Shelly right away, Shelly would have attacked New Kid one more time. Like, look at this. Look at this. She starts attacking. She starts getting there. Oh, so close. That probably would have counted too. Shit. Yeah, the call girl missions, I would like do them slowly. Don't like get mad if you're not finishing them because you'll get them just naturally. But yeah, do that. Do as much as PvE as you can, which is like the story missions. Do those until it becomes too difficult to finish them, and then don't do them anymore. Then just play PvP because you're just wasting your time. Eventually your cards will be good enough where you'll just easily be able to do it. I love the Shelly lead. I love the Shelly lead. It is so much fun. People misplay it so hard. He already dropped 5 energy behind New Kid, not gonna stop the Shelly. Shelly's gonna get onto New Kid before he can do anything. He drops another 4 energy next to New Kid. Shelly, not getting hit by the blast, doesn't get that plus 60, uses the Paladin in a way where it gets hit by the Shelly, does a little damage to Mackie, keeps hitting New Kid, and before... I mean, that's just incredible. Lightning Bolt wins the game now. I just love the Shelly lead. And now he's got all 3 of his tanks coming at my soul. Coming in my soul, rather. And all you gotta do is play smart, and it don't matter. It don't matter. Beautiful. Beautiful. Get out of there. Get out of there, Murph. Just go take that 88 damage. Go get it. I guess this is just hilarious because I'm just sitting there. Level 3 Lightning Bolt does die to the light, or level 3 Psalm does die to the Lightning Bolt. I was just confirming because I couldn't remember. Use your fucking ability, Murph. Use it, Murph. Oh, if only Murph would have been full health there, and then Mackie would have fucked shit up. Oh, that would have been great. I could still go right to New Kid here. I'm just like toying with him. I wouldn't target any of these guys. I'd go right to New Kid. The Lightning Bolt on the Psalm. Oh, this is where I was really, really upset with my team for taking Outlaw Tweak instead of Robin. Because Robin, level 3 right here, would have saved the Psalm plus fucking 800 health or whatever it is. would have been 1,000% worth it. I think Bebe should get a stack right there. I think she should get a stack right there. See, plus 34. That's good. That's good. Yeah, the servers have been going down for sure. It's very frustrating. Especially when you're trying to stream like at certain times and then it doesn't work because the game's not working at that point. That kind of sucks. Like today we were going to start the stream early and play South Park because we were going to try to, you know, finish some Battle Pass. But when I went to start the stream, I couldn't log in. And I was like, well, guess we're going to do something else for a while. I think it's going now, but we probably won't play because now I lost the motivation. All right, what are we doing? The deck choices. I know that the deck is small. Small. Smally small. Okay, hold on. Had to wait until nighttime to do my TVT. Yeah, the other day I was surprised more teams didn't have people who didn't get their runs in because like right towards the end of Team Wars, right towards the end, well, Koo, when do you play? I play pretty late Sunday, so a lot of the 8500s have already played. But I mean, I don't know. I catch quite a few people playing that time slot, so I kind of enjoy it because there's a lot of good players there too. Damn, I can't. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna start off. So this is another repeat. We've had this one previously, but it was quite a while ago. It's like November or something like that. So hard to remember exactly. Oops. That's bullshit, ligature marks. You think teams will choose Goth? You know, I wouldn't necessarily say... I wouldn't necessarily say that it's necessarily harder if you play earlier, because at the same token, there's a lot more lower level people that haven't played early as well. And so a lot of the absolute dog shit that you could match up with is playing early. So I think you're probably right though, because I know a lot of good players that play early. What I think we should do is we should come up with like a prime time, and we pick a time slot, and just everybody knows that's when we fucking go. That's when we're going. 7 p.m. Sunday night or something, or 10 p.m. Sunday night, whatever it would be, you know, maybe we'd have a couple slots because obviously, you know, stuff wouldn't work for like UK and shit like that. But if we're looking at, you know, maybe 2 times on Saturday, 2 times on Sunday, and then we just know that those 4 time slots for that half hour, for that hour, it's just going to be bangers playing. And if you want truly good games and good content and just fucking fight it out, that's when you play. I think teams will choose Goth. Yeah.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I think everybody cares whether people are going to have Goth kids or not. I think Goth kids are good enough, but I think the problem with Goth kids is that some games you'll beat the shit out of people with them and it'll be literally unstoppable. And some games you won't be able to get them out. Like the cycle just won't work, or you'll lose before you get them out, or whatever it might be. Or they'll, you know, remove your Henrietta, you know, in an efficient manner. It's harder. It's harder to pull off in Team Wars because you can't build your whole entire deck around the Goth Kids, right? And you kind of want to do that, whether it's, you know, playing cheaper cards, whether it's playing Mysterion to build with them, whether it's playing Critters, although Critters is an option this week, whatever it might be. You can't perfectly build it, so I think that's kind of a problem. So let's just look at the choices. And also, when you look at the alt choices, like when the alternate choice of Furkle is Scout, like that's hard to make that choice to pick Furkle, right? Although you can do the Goth Kids without Furkle. I would say Furkle is probably the easiest one to miss, because I'd say the biggest part of the Goth Kids push is like the Michael Pete connection. You know, that fighter with the heal. I think that's the biggest part. And then Mosquito versus Michael. Arguably, Michael's good enough as just a 3-cost fighter, just in general. Who's next after Fast Pass and call? Yeah, man, it's been so long. I don't think I could tell you. Tupperware or something. I don't know. I actually haven't finished that in a lot of my accounts, so I couldn't even tell you. Because when you have Call Girl missions up, your account is in dark mode, like it's nighttime, because it's like the coon's like light is up and stuff like that, and it just looks so much better. It just looks so much better. Long live Coulterface. But yeah, I'd say Mosquito is a pretty good choice this week. Any week, really. Mosquito in Team Wars, you know, just a Mosquito with a tiny little bit of health can still take a new kid bar, so that can be pretty good. The servers go down more than my wife does. Ned. You know, I would be interested to know if Ned attacking would be more heal to Henrietta than Pete healing Henrietta. I'd be very interested to know that. What I would say against the Ned is that Ned will be very susceptible to, like, the Grand Wizard Cartman, for instance. That damage. I think the Pete might end up being better just because it's more survivable. And then also Pete makes Michael survivable more too, right? So if you're gonna go the Goths, you gotta go all of them. But obviously Ned Hunter is just too good of a combo to not play, especially since Scuzzlebutt is just not something you want to pick. So Pete heal for 66% of damage. Isn't it half? I don't remember what the percentage is. Ned's heal would be faster. True. But Henrietta's heal with the Furkle could get stacked. Like, a lot, right? So... yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Caleb, I actually watched one of your games and I was like, man, your levels are just tough. Like, when you have level 4 rares, that's just tough. That's tough to come back from. But yeah, I would say Mosquito. I would say don't go Goth Kids. Archangel or Towley. I do like the Archangel, but what does he boost? The Sheriff and the Grand Wizard. Ooh, that might be worth it. That might be worth it. I mean, when you compare him to Towley, if this was like Stan the Great versus Archangel, like that's a kind of tough choice. But like Towley is a slow in one area around him for as much health as he has. Archangel is a slow. You can put him in the corner and it's pretty much forever. And he's a slow plus an extra 500 health or whatever. And you could get it on Sheriff and Grand Wizard. And also it's good. You could use that. Well, I don't think this would really matter because he's getting boosted, not healed, but like the Archangel after the DSR kind of limits that value a little bit. But that slow with the Sheriff can just be really impactful, especially the slow on the Henrietta. So Henrietta's busting up your Hunter, but she's slowed, and so she can't heal as much. That might be a good play. Right, Wally? Yeah, Caleb, it's tough.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, 5 and 6s can be tough too, for sure. I agree completely. All right, so I would say Archangel's better. Even if you have him lower level, even level 3, I think, would probably be better. Ned's gonna be the good choice with Jimbo, obviously. Ooh, I like this choice. Visitors and Alt-Human Kite. God, I love this choice. I'd say Visitors are kind of susceptible to the Grand Wizard. A bit susceptible to the Super Fart. Alt-Human Kite, man, can be beefy. Like, he's beefy. He can avoid the Grand Wizard Cartman. He could potentially push Grand Wizard Cartman away so that his ability doesn't get hit. Same with, like, DSR. Imagine playing Alt-Human Kite right when DSR gets played and you push DSR out of the way so it doesn't hit shit. Like, that's fucking dope. I like the Alt-Human Kite, actually. Even though most people might have him lower leveled. You know, I think it's a level thing. Most people are going to have him level 4 or 5. Most people have Visitors level 5, 6, or 7. So that's probably a better bet to play Visitors and just play them better. Don't play Visitors against the Grand Wizard Cartman. And if you do have the Visitors against the Goth Kids, it's probably going to help. It's going to kill them faster. So yeah, I like the Visitors. Visitors behind New Kid, tough to deal with. Rats versus Sally. Rats. Where Rats obviously instantly gives Super Fart value. But Sally doesn't really give much value at all. Yeah, I agree. People play the Visitors better because they're just more used to playing them. Alt-Human Kite does take a little bit of finesse to know when to truly use the ability. I'd probably say Rats. Just because, like, especially if you go Garrison, like, play the Rats after you play Garrison onto the Grand Wizard Cartman and you're gonna eat them up real quick. So I think that could be potentially really useful. Or like something like the Jimbo or something. Also, if you go Critters, you could use the Rats to get a little bit extra boost. Not terrible. You could steal a Visitor maybe. Although I don't think Critters is a good idea for any team ever because somebody on your team is going to fuck it up and kill their own person on accident or something like that. Level 7 Rats are a great opener. Not when Super Fart's an option. They just steal an energy right there. I don't play him because he's like level 4 on my main account. Purify versus Freeze Ray. Could purify a power bind. You can't purify Garrison. You could purify the boost from Furkle. You could purify the Critters boost if Critters gets out of hand, I guess. You could purify the Freeze Ray. Although typically that's not worth it because by the time you have to be like floating the Purify waiting for the Freeze Ray, otherwise it's not worth the energy. I don't know. You eat Henrietta all the time? Yeah, I like the Purify, you know, just to kind of, it's most likely a dead card. Although I do love the Freeze Ray. Just the option that someone's gonna have a nice Purify on your Freeze Ray is just kind of makes you not want to do it, right? But I love Freeze Ray. I could win games with Freeze Ray for sure. DSR, I agree, is the option. Changeling, I mean, you could steal an enemy Henrietta and then have 2 Henriettas. That'd be pretty sick. You could steal enemy Grand Wizard maybe, but like it's gonna be tough to get Changing's ability is pretty close. You know, you're gonna have shit getting knocked back by Grand Wizard, knocked back by DSR, pushed away by Alt Human Kite, pushed away by Super Fart, slowed down, all sorts of stuff. So it's gonna be hard to get Changeling to get the value. Yeah, she's just she's definitely got a high skill gap. And I wouldn't say there's other cards that have high skill gaps, but they have like a higher reward, you know? Like Member Berries, for instance. But like she doesn't really have that big of a reward because it's not hard to just kind of avoid her value. That's just me. Anyway, Hunter's the choice. We already talked about that. Powerbind versus Super Fart. I don't like doing the Super Fart because if you steal Henrietta, do you get double Goth Kids when they die? I think so. I think I saw a video of that somewhere. I don't like the Super Fart because it can potentially like push back a Critters or something, or it doesn't really kill visitors, I don't think. Push back a Pete or something like that. Push back the range cards that'll put them in a position to be in a better position. I don't love that. I usually just keep Super Fart, don't really play it. The only time I'd play Super Fart this week is if rats were on my side, and it didn't push a bunch of range cards away. But it's not gonna help you against Goth Kids at all. Powerbind, at least maybe you could save a Grand Wizard Cartman, Powerbind them, prevent that from happening. Or, you know, if there's, you know, potentially somebody who does have like a nicely played Changeling and you're thinking, oh shit, I can't stop this, you could Powerbind the Changeling. That's gotta be a split-second decision though. That first one's pretty quick for her. Yeah, Super Fart I usually just keep and just fart at the end of the game while I'm emoting farting. Grand Wizard Cartman I'd say is the choice. Obviously the Grand Wizard Cartman counter would be Garrison. So I think Garrison is the choice with the rats, with the visitors, with the Jimbo, with the Ned. That's going to be a lot of potential damage from a lot of different sources coming out really quick. So I think that's going to be an important... I think the two biggest win conditions this week, obviously if you play the Goth Kids, your win condition is getting the Goth Kids to have a really good push, right? But you can, like, just like Caleb saying, the Goth Kids are always going to spawn next to each other. You know, you're going to be able to get a DSR on them eventually. Might not win the game, but if you DSR Goth Kids and then play Grand Wizard Cartman behind them, you're probably going to be okay. You know, try to kill the Henrietta before you kill the other ones again so they don't double spawn. But yeah, I think it's definitely a more consistent deck. Like, without a doubt, it's more consistent to have the Grand Wizard in the non-Goth push. The other win condition will be the value that DSR gets. The other win condition will be the value that Garrison gets, or preventing the value from the enemy. Also, I think an important part will be Archangel Bradley. When and where you play him, I think, will be very important. And then past that, I don't think it really matters. You know, it's just, the normal play, stepping, playing the fighters in the right time, shit like that. Maybe some spell game, but mostly it's going to be DSR, preventing the enemy from getting... Mostly you want DSR to hit, like, only Grand Wizard Cartman. Because Grand Wizard Cartman losing half his health is probably the least impactful thing, honestly. If it's just him, if you hit a bunch of stuff, not a big deal. Pretty good value. But, like, if you hit Jimbo... Like, if you DSR my Jimbo, I'm probably going to hate that. I'm going to be, like, probably worse off than if you DSR my Grand Wizard Cartman. Even though it probably takes... or it definitely takes overall more health. I think that would be more impactful, honestly. And then obviously DSR against the Goth kids is going to be ideal against the Henrietta. But then it's going to be, you know, the Jimbo Ned combo is going to be also important if you can get this. So there's a lot of win conditions this week. Even just getting a nice visitor play, you know, just a lot of DPS on them can turn the tide of the battle. You know, a nice Purify, possibly a nice Freeze Ray. Well-played Rats get a lot of value on defense, potentially. So there's a lot of, I mean, if the Goth Kid, I think you'll see some people that are going to lose to Goth Kids because somebody gets a perfect Goth Kid run, but that person might have lost 3 other games, right, and scored a 24. So it's not really worth like the potential of the Goth Kids for the potential of them being bad, because they do have that potential. You know, if your Henrietta is buried at the bottom of your deck and you don't have a super cheap deck built up because, you know, you're going to always be stuck with 4 costs or 3 costs no matter what you do in this deck. 4 if you count, because you're always going to have Pete. So Goth Kids, don't like it. Don't like it. More like Scoff Kids, am I right? You made a huge comeback with Commander Hat last time. Yeah, he's a fun card. If you can get Commander Hat, like, if you get Jimbo next to New Kid, Commander Hat on someone behind New Kid, and then Jimbo's hitting New Kid with his AoE with that extra, like, that's just game over. That's brutal. But then also Garrison with the Goth Kid push, because like every time the Goth Kids spawn, they'll be fast and they'll still have the boost, so it works pretty well. But yeah, that's definitely, I definitely remember picking that deck previously, but I think it's I think there's some different choices this time because kind of you know, how some of the cards have changed and how, you know, different cards will be more leveled now than they were previously. You know, the last time we played this, maybe we didn't go Ned and Jimbo because it was so new that nobody had them. You're like, I don't remember. But let's look at the weekly update, the dev update, that is. Appreciate you guys sticking around. How is everybody? All right. Oops. Whoops. Fantasy requires the most skill to play. I'd say fantasy probably requires the most timing, because the biggest part of fantasy would be the Drow, Shield Maiden, Stand the Great kind of timing and combinations there. And then like timing of like when to play removal and stuff like that. I'd say sci-fi might be the most skillful, because there's no hard removal and there's no easy removal, right? Like there's no hard removal necessarily in adventure, but there's still a lot of damage in removal. For fantasy, or sorry, for sci-fi, you have Freeze Ray and Hyperdrive is now good. Hyperdrive and Mind Control, which is much more skilled. The 3 most skilled spells in the game. Like there's no other spell that's like a more skilled spell set than the sci-fi skill set. Like it's like skill shots basically. A good Freeze Ray can win you a game in a way that no other card in the game can do it. Same for Freeze Ray, or same for Hyperdrive, and pair them together, it's incredible. And a good Mind Control can deal with 9 energy. So I would say sci-fi is probably the most skilled. Fantasy requires the most timing. Mystic requires the best deck building. Adventure is just generally good. Removal and stuff like that in general is just fairly good. There's 3 different subsections of sci-fi. Yeah. Right, because you can do free sci-fi, you can do swarm sci-fi, you can do like robot sci-fi swarm. Sci-fi fantasy games. I agree. That's my favorite to run, like cheap sci-fi fantasy, hyperdrive, shields, freeze ray, stuff that really lets you play the game. You know what I mean? Stuff that's letting you impact the battle on like both sides of the battlefield. I think that's my favorite for sure. No removal in superheroes. Yeah, but you got poison. I forgot about poison. You get stupid easy cards to use like Mintberry Crunch and Call Girl and stuff. Mysterion, like you gotta be stupid to not play. You can literally play Mysterion anywhere on the field. Anywhere, and it's a good play. Unless you play it right into a Medusa, I guess. Level 7 poison. Yeah, level 7 poison does a lot of good work. All right, let's look at the... Let's pull this up. I don't know why I was waiting. Oh, where did I put it? There it is. There it is. No, that's not it. There it is. All right. All right. So we got a weekly timetable. We got Alt Human Kite mission event Wednesday, Thursday. I would say play that. Alt Human Kite, you want him leveled up. Professor Chaos Monday, Tuesday. Oh, if that's what you're talking about, yeah, definitely finish that Monday, Tuesday event. I would say you always want to finish the weekend events because weekend events have like a 10 to 15% shot at a legend card in the last event pack in both your team and solo runs. So if your team finishes and you finish, you get a pretty decent chance every week at legend cards. So definitely want to do that. If you get 12 win runs in challenge mode, you also get a 10% chance at a legend, which is pretty good. Alt Human Kite's a good one, so I'd finish that one too. Yeah, sounds good. Ligature Marks. This will be your first TVT where you get to use Grand Wizard Cartman 5. Nice. Mine's still at 4. I've never had trouble with him level 4 in Team Wars though. And then this weekend is an Incan event, so I mean you're gonna bet your ass I'm finishing that on the Adventure Lock, because I think I'm at 28 out of 32 or something like that. I'm so fucking close. So thank you, unlocking Adventure Lock, to guarantee me some legend cards, baby. Let's go. But we'll try to finish that. So we'll try to play. We'll definitely, this fucking week, we're definitely gonna play on Friday, and we're gonna grind some South Park and get some shit done. Looks like a pretty straightforward deck choices, like as per usual. All right, Discord, there's 2 different ones. You can check them out. The forums are switching, so we'll see what that looks like. Hopefully it'll be better. That's all she has to share. We're hard at work getting the cheesy poofs back in the mix, so fingers crossed. So hopefully we'll all be enjoying those crunchy snacks again sooner. It kind of sucks that they didn't mention anything about the servers being down. Like they're just like, they could say like what's going on. Like, is it a server issue? Is it their code? Is it, you know, maybe Amazon? I know Amazon servers have been having some issues. That's hilarious, Wally. Yeah, that's gonna be a good booster for you. Ned'll be 6 too then, right? Yeah, Ned'll be 6. That's big. Like Ned being 6 is actually pretty fucking brutal. All right, let's check out the comments. No balance changes this month. I think she said last week that we might hear about them this week, but obviously we didn't. They're a little busy with some other stuff right now, so there could be some delay in the balance changes. See above, I want to know if... Jesus, why couldn't I figure out what SF meant? I was like, what the fuck is SF? Sci-fi. Like, why did I not think that... I guess I always see it written out like SCI-FI, you know? Will be as stupid for the next month or not? Superhero sci-fi? I mean, that's not super broken, is it? Nice job, Hank. Keep it up, man. Direct link to our new forum by any chance? Also, balance changes news. I'm sure they don't have the links and stuff yet. Can we have some variety? It's the same rewards week in, week out. How many times have we had an Incan event? I don't care. More. Could it not be Inuit or Sparky? There are quite a few cards that don't seem to get their own event. Well, it's because like Incan was released in an event like this. And so the event exists in the annals of their history. In the annals of their history. Is it annals or annals? In the annals! They can just click a button and rerun it, right? No balance changes. You make an Incan event after you nerf him. Pot, nice. Please, can you make the battle pass themed again? I agree to that. I don't know why you would make it generic like that, but a lot of the games that I play have actually done that. They had themed battle passes, and now they just have something generic that they just repeat over and over again, which is kind of, you know, it's whatever. Lets them focus on other stuff, I guess, which is probably better. What about bug fixes, balance changes, and cheesy poofs? Well, she clearly said that they're trying to figure out cheesy poofs. Yeah, let's all grind hard to get a copy of the nerfed yet again X Legendary. He's still he still fucking kills Mintberry Crunch and shit. How am I supposed to care about this game if the devs don't care? Been talking about cheesy poof events for like 3 weeks. Yeah, they're clearly something's going on and they're trying to fix it. I have to go back to Pokemon Go. Stupid. Worst update in a long time. It's just a fucking normal update. Like, people who expect something every week are just crazy. They're crazy. What are you gonna dev in a week's time? Like, you can't even do anything. I'm still waiting on the game to get expanded. Not gonna happen. 4 years, not gonna happen. Which would happen at the beginning of 2020 still, right? I don't think it ever said that. They never said they were expanding the game. It's bad enough I have to watch ads about zombies over and over again. So that's true, because it's definitely that. But why do I have to fight them in this game too? I don't want to play a zombie game, but I keep killing assassins and then they freeze for a second, keep their full health, and then come back. That's your shitty connection, brother. I think they had a lot of problems created by an update that prevented them from having another cheesy poo event, and at the very end decided not to care anymore. What are you talking about? They're clearly trying to work on it. Yeah, they act like there's 40 hours a week. There's not a single person that's working 40 hours a week. Pretty much why Swag Boy left the game. Swag Boy left because he got a job or went to school or whatever the fuck happened. He did because his real life was gonna be too fucking busy to be able to support this stupid fucking game channel anymore. That is why he left. Not because there's nothing going on in fucking South Park. What the fuck would he care when he's getting thousands of views on this stale ass bullshit game? Why would he fucking care if there's new content or not? It makes it easy for him. There's no new content. He doesn't have to make any new fucking videos about the new content. He can just pump out the same serialized shit, challenge mode on Wednesday, event on Friday, whatever the fuck, Team Wars on Sunday, whatever, and just get thousands and thousands. Why would he not keep doing that? Because he had fucking other shit going on. His choice to stop making content had nothing to do with the game's, well, maybe a slight to do with the game, you know, not having updates and stuff like that, but not the driving force by any means. The dude had been basically, the game's been basically the same for like 2 years. After 2 years, you're gonna come to the decision, oh, it's been stagnant, I'm gonna quit now. What? No. You'd have to be, you think, that if you believe that, then you think that Swag Boy is a stupid person. And I don't think you believe that. If you fight someone with level 6 Incan and Sam, it's me. His name is Swag Boy. Great guy. Just like at why they decided to change Imp Tweak. What? Yeah, they changed Imp Tweak into a great card. They put a heavily nerfed card into the weekend event. Like, this is just so stupid to me. He's like, he's where he should be. He's not super strong now. He's like average. He doesn't just like win the game anymore. Like, that's good. Isn't that good? Aren't they glad they're not getting chipped by fucking Incan? Like, what the fuck are they talking about? Why are they mad? They put a heavily nerfed card into the weekend and tried to call him powerful. Well, because they use the word powerful when describing a powerful legendary card. People are just so stupid, dude. They just have the dumbest fucking priorities. Run-of-the-mill update without info or link to the new forum. Well, clearly it's not fucking set up yet! I don't think he's talking about the same thing, but maybe he's not. I don't think we have any idea where we're going. I don't think it's going to be the Ubisoft. Why would we move from Ubisoft forum to Ubisoft discussion site? Why the fuck? It's a whole different thing. I'm willing to bet they're tired of running it on their own shit and they're getting some third-party forum shit so that they don't have to do it anymore. Theme battle passes always had the same issue in low arenas. You pretty much got an overleveled card that stomps all over your opponent. That's a good point. I never thought about that. If you put 6-element Randy into the battle pass, every level fucking 1 in the game can finish the battle pass and get that card. I never thought about that. Inkin is powerful. Yeah, I like Inkin. I mean, obviously he's not as good as he was, but I don't think he got nerfed into the ground. If they would have messed up his ability damage, that's a big problem. But he still kills. I think it sucks that he doesn't still kill Mintberry Crunch at certain levels. Like level 4 doesn't kill 5 or whatever. That sucks. But you know, it is what it is. Have they just given up on the game and decided to shut the forum so we have nowhere to moan? Dude, are you fucking stupid? Are you stupid? It's the entirety of the forums. It's not just South Park's little forum. Ubisoft is ditching their entire forum. It's not just South Park's forum.
Bruh.
The reason for the current situations with the game is the curse of the nerfs. Too many nerf requests and nerfs to game is like cancer. How can you not see nerfs are bad? Why are nerfs bad? I mean, it's better than power creep. There's 23 legend cards and you idiots keep doing the same legendary weekend with Ink and Craig. I mean, I think it's great because I need my fucking Craigs. I stopped playing this game roughly 6 months ago. Well, then I stopped caring about your opinions 6 months ago. You fucking loser. Are the servers down again? I can't believe it. I can't finish my battle pass because of all the server issues. I agree they should extend the battle pass because of this shit. Like, I get that you got 30 days, but if you're somebody who's gonna wait till the end so that they don't have to time gate, I think if you buy the battle pass, you shouldn't be time gated anymore. They should get rid of that shit. In other games, it's like, if you have the free version of the battle pass, then everything unlocks, you know, once every couple days or, you know, 2 every day or whatever it is. But if you buy the battle pass, they all unlock right away. I guess that would really make matchmaking kind of shitty. I will say matchmaking in South Park is the quickest, the smoothest, and the most consistently fast of any game that I play. Like when I'm playing World War Do, Champion Strike, all these other games, I'll either be constantly facing bots, depending on the game. Some of them just match you with bots if there's nobody. You'll get the same people over and over again, or you just won't get any fucking matches. Like, you'll sit, if I play World War Do at 3 a.m., I'm not getting a match. I'm just not getting a match. So, you know, be thankful that you can pop in South Park at any point and get a match within 15 seconds usually. A lot of people play this game. I think people really underestimate just the sheer amount of people that play this game. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's more popular than people think, I think. I think because a lot of people's friends and like the community that they know might be dwindling and might be leaving. At the end of the day, there's 30 people watching me stream just like there was 2 years ago. So it's definitely not going down. It might not be going up, but it's not going down. And when you see like your friends and people who've been playing for 4 years, they leave, you know, you see Swag Boy leave and you think, oh, you know, the sky is falling. But at the same time, there were 4 people who just started making content for the game in place of him, you know, when he left or something like that, right? So there's always going to be a change in ranks like that in games like this. Nobody's going to ever be able to stay at the top or stay super consistent for 5 some years. I mean, myself, Haze Demon, Druzy, we're like the only streamers who have been around since like the beginning. Most other people started late or, you know, stopped and started and came and went or whatever. But us 3, I think, are the only 3 that have really been going with, you know, streaming mostly South Park, streaming consistently, you know, multiple times a week for years. I don't think there's anybody else that really does that. I mean, obviously there's other people who do YouTube videos consistently, but as far as live streamers goes. Does Briar Pop still play? He doesn't stream, I don't think, anymore. He hasn't done that in a while for sure. He's had some health stuff going on. But I think he's on Chef's Elite right now. I think he still plays. Don't see why he wouldn't still play. But he had a bunch of real life stuff going on and stuff like that. Druzy's hair left South Park. Yeah, all his hair went to me. We had a share plan. Look at this. I could give him some of mine. Should I give him some? Look, there's the Druzy. This is the Druzy in me. Hey, Sass, what's up, buddy? Roman was the first South Park streamer? That is not true at all. Jammin' T and Hella Brian were the first South Park streamers that I know of. As far as Twitch goes, there were probably some on YouTube. Kobe's Mine and those fucking guys. There's probably some of those guys that were doing it for longer, but Jammin' T and Hella Brian were streaming. Roman was a fucking Overwatch, League of Legends, some bullshit variety streamer. Nobody ever watched him. He started streaming South Park. Hella Brian and Jammin' started raiding him and helped him build up his community, and that is the only reason that motherfucker made it. The only reason. I will say though that I was the first South Park streamer. I was the first South Park streamer. That's a YouTube sub. Appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go check out. I was the first South Park Phone Destroyer streamer to ever play Stream Raiders. And then Roman started playing that and a bunch of people started playing that. But that was me. I introduced the whole fucking community to that. So you can thank or hate me for that. Because a lot of you, I know a lot of people don't like Stream Raiders. So they hate that everybody plays it. But I stopped playing it. I got back into it a little bit ago. But it's, I don't know, it's just not very... It's not very, it's not really what I wanted it to be when I started playing it. But I still like playing it. It's kind of fun. And then it just kind of gives us something to do and distract us from South Park or whatever we're doing every half an hour. Already did that joke. You need to say, donate some of your skill to him too, remember? Oh, yeah. Who's going to be the first South Park streamer to also stream Marbles, though? I think Fat Seb has done Marbles. Glans, we need to become closer as friends so that we can remember what jokes we've done together. I have a lot of jokes that happen in the course of a stream, man. It's hard to remember all of them. I do remember that joke though. I do. It's like, you know how when you're drunk and then like you don't remember what happened, but then someone tells you what happened and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. It's kind of like that. I remember it all. It's all up there. I just need somebody else to like trigger me sometimes. I need a trigger word. Trigger me, daddy. Trigger me, Xerxes. Anyway, I appreciate you guys hanging out. I was gonna start a Q&A thing tonight, but I didn't really get it set up. I didn't really advertise for it either. But basically the plan will be that right now we'll stop the stream for the YouTube and we'll say, bye YouTube, I love you. And then after that, we'll do Q&A for everybody that's here, and we'll do a fancy thing with this ticker thing where it shows this shit. Making your video bucket on your new kid. Well, yeah, I should do that more often. I should get I should have a button that just moves it there and just puts it there. I'm gonna be working on that. We'll see that going forward, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. We're gonna bail for the rest of the night, but we will be back tomorrow for some South Park, and we'll definitely be playing some Chorus. We haven't played that in a while, and we got to get some of that. I want to beat that shit. Pretty close to finishing it. Then we'll be playing Friday so that we can grind out some inking. We'll be playing, or we won't stream Saturday. I think I'm gonna do the Saturday stream every other Saturday. So we did this, so this Saturday we'll have off so then I can focus on some other things. And then Sunday we'll do South Park. And then we're also playing, if you didn't catch last time, we were gonna play Crash Bandicoot, but instead we're playing Blood Rain, which is another retro game. Sundays we do retro. We're going to play Blood Rain, then we're going to play Shadow Man, then we're going to play Blood Rain 2, then we're going to play Crash, then Spyro, then Crash, then Spyro. So we're just going to interrupt some other stuff. When's the next movie stream? That is a good question. That's a good question. We need to do that, huh? Movie stream. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's talk on the Discord about the next movie stream. All right, we'll see you guys. If you're new, make sure you head over to all my links. Click that. Click that. It's not OnlyFans, I promise. But it'll have everything: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everything. And I really appreciate you guys checking that out. We're gonna raid you guys over into somebody. Let's see who we got. Who do we got? Who do we got? Let's raid Bosch. I like Bosch. Bosch. This guy, like me and him, obviously he's doing way better than I am now. But me and him were streaming. Like, I just met him randomly on some site or something like that. And we were coming up together like 4 years ago. And he's this fucking Scottish guy. And he started doing roleplay Grand Theft Auto. And he got fucking partnered real quick. You know, he streams to hundreds of people now. So say what's up to Bosch. Say Glanzer says hello. I'm sure he remembers me. And you guys have a good one. Peace out.